Welcome back to the Cheap Heat Productions podcast. Okay, welcome back to the show. And today I've got a very special guest, a man I've been trying to get on this show for a while to talk. It's Mr. Kevin Rasco from IMDb's hit series, Judy Justice. How are you today, man?
I'm doing good. How you doing, sir?
Doing good, man. It's great to be able to chat to you about this show and the success of it so far.
Yes, thank you, and thank you for having me on your show.
No problem, man. So look, we want to rewind a little bit back to yourself when you were growing up. Did you always have an interest in going into law, or how did it come about?
As a kid, I grew up in a football family, and
Okay.
my uncle played football for the Chicago Bears. His name was Roland Harper, and my oldest brother he played football, and I played football, and we have a younger brother who played football also. So we all grew up in a football family, and we all got football scholarships. So
Okay.
football, professional football, was my goal.
And what changed?
You know, my oldest brother, once again, he went into law enforcement. I went into law enforcement, and my younger brother went into law enforcement. So I graduated from college, and he told me that the probation department was hiring, and I told him I was like, I think I'm gonna go ahead and play professional football. And maybe a year later, I have a knee injury, which ended my career. So that's how I became a probation officer working with the law enforcement.
Okay. So how did you end up then getting the role on this new show? How did that come about? Did you have any experience in television before, or was just something completely out of the blue?
No experience with television, but I had experience in working with the courts. As a probation officer, you have to write recommendations and have to write court reports for the juveniles to let the courts know how they're doing in their progress. So I was familiar with the court system and the bailiffs and the judges and attorneys. And I was Judge Judy's personal security for 4 years. And
Okay.
that's how I became about the show. I was working with her for about 4 years, and one of the producers told me that possibility of having a show, and would I be interested in being the bailiff? That's how that came
Yeah.
about.
Was that a big honor to you? Because like obviously she's been involved in iconic television over there in the States and across the world for over 25 years now. So was it a big moment for you? And did you have to do an audition or anything?
It was a really big moment because you don't know who's watching you when you're working. You don't know who's listening to you. So you always have to be, on your A game and always be a professional. So I assume that the producers and her team has had the eye on me the way I handle myself with her, and it became natural. Working with no audition or anything, it just became natural. I mean,
Yeah.
natural because I was working,
Yeah.
with the courts.
Yeah, you guys seem to have like a good chemistry on screen as well, and it seems like a really close knit set with Judy's granddaughter being there and everything. It seems like a real family kind of thing, is it?
Yeah, it is. It's all three of us first time, on television, and we are the new blood, exciting, the new generation, and we all work good together. We all have a lot of fun with each other, and
Yeah,
of course, Judy, she sets
yeah,
it off. It makes it real easy for us. She said, "Just be
yeah.
yourself."
You've got somebody working with you that's got like that much experience in the courtroom and a TV setting. Like you must learn an awful lot from doing the show with her.
Yeah, she's iconic. She has her Judaism, and She's real easy to work with. Love it. I love it.
Yeah. What is the main difference for you, like from being in a normal courtroom to being in a television courtroom with people there watching and obviously TV cameras? What's the main difference? Do you feel any extra pressure or anything like that, or do you just treat it as this is my job?
It's my job, and the only thing difference is the cameras, and these are real people, real cases, and this is real court in real time. So it's not too much different. She runs it just like the real court. So it's no different. It's just the cameras.
Yeah, and I seen a couple of episodes recently, and I seen so there's a few funny moments I seen in the show, and one of them there was a girl said that the girl that was suing her gave her COVID, which I thought was funny, but that's a whole other thing that's probably
Yeah,
been brought into the courtroom during these
yeah,
crazy times as well.
right, right, yeah, yeah. It was difficult times during the COVID system. We didn't know if we were
Yeah,
going to be taping or recording it. It was difficult, but IMDb and Amazon and Judy team, we all pulled it off and worked together, and we started taping.
yeah, I'm sure you had to kind of go through a load of protocols to make sure everything ran smoothly and stuff during COVID. Yeah,
Absolutely, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yes, sir,
yeah,
yes, sir.
and probably now, it, over there, like things are kind of slowly getting back to normal. I think the same as over here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Things
so it
are
must be a lot easier.
Yeah, yeah. I guess few days ago took the mandate off of wearing masks here in California, but now it's an option to wear your mask. So we slowly trying to get back. I guess they trying to wait to see what goes on with this spring break. This next few weeks, the spring break is out here in the United States. So we have to see, what the numbers look like to become full lifted after spring
Yeah,
break. Yeah.
yeah, I think it's going to be similar to our celebrations here over the next few days for St. Patrick's Day. There's a lot of people worried because, for instance, in Dublin tomorrow, there's going to be 400,000 people at the parade, which is crazy.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Parade, huh?
yeah. So fingers crossed we're over the worst of this.
Yes, sir. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I think so.
yeah.
Yeah.
What what was the reaction from your friends and family going on to the show?
I kind of kept it close to myself, and then once I got the for sure and signed the contract and everything, I started telling my friends and family, and it was like, yeah, 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 yeah. But once we start taping and things start moving real fast, the friends and family's great reaction. When my mom and I, we went down to, we have a place called Hollywood, California on Sunset Boulevard. And I took my mom and we went down there and just to see yourself on a sign, man, it's all a blessing. It's all a blessing.
Yeah,
And standing
yeah,
next to an icon like Judge Judy and my other cast, it's and then all over town.
yeah,
We had like 30 or 40 signs all over Los Angeles. So it was great. Great reaction
yeah, yeah.
from friends and
And
family.
how many episodes have you guys recorded currently,
I think we
approximately?
recorded maybe approximately about 115 shows so far. And as of 2 weeks ago, we just got picked up for a second season. So
Excellent.
yeah, so it's going good so far, and we're all
Uh,
excited about the second season coming up.
yeah, because like for one season, 115 episodes, that is a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of shows. We probably do about 8 to 10 shows a day. You know,
Wow. So
yeah.
how long would a typical day be on set then for you?
Typical day normally starts about 6 in the morning. It could go on to 3 or 4 in the afternoon. But typical day is we get up and you go through your makeup and hair and makeup, as you can tell. I don't have
Yeah,
any hair. Do the
neither
hair and
do I, but neither do I, but I'm kind of just trying to hold on to whatever's left, man.
exactly. So we do the hair and makeup, and then one of the producers or assistant producer come in and go over the shows, go over the plaintiff and defendants, and they let me know, go over the pronunciation of the names and talk about the cases, and let me know if there's a security case or not.
Yeah,
After that, around 9 o'clock, we ready to hit the stage and start taping.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you think of anything off the top of your head that you've seen on it that was like beyond belief or funny to you in a case? Anything that kind of stands out from you from the first 115, if possible?
The one that stands out for me is a dog bite case.
Okay.
Um, in certain states, you have to have insurance on your dogs, such as a pet bull, Rottweiler, bull terrier, aggressive dogs, and I didn't know that that you that some states don't even allow you to have insurance for those dogs. So we had a case where there was a dog bite case and he was getting sued, but that stood out. I was like, wow, I didn't even know you had to have, or certain states didn't carry dog insurance or
Yeah,
those types
that's
of dogs.
that's the one thing I kind of find crazy about America. I've never been, but I'm actually going to America in 2 weeks. I'm going to
Okay.
WrestleMania in Dallas, Texas.
Oh man, that's gonna be awesome. Awesome.
Yeah,
I went to a amateur wrestling match about 2 weeks ago, and it was so much fun. I'm hooked now. I'm a fan.
yeah. You never know.
It's real. People think it's
Yeah,
fake, but it's real. You have to
yeah,
be.
because
That's right.
amateur wrestling is really big over in America as well, isn't it? Like from a college perspective, even.
Yeah, yeah, it's real big, man. It was real big, and those guys are very athletic, man. So you have to be in shape. So, man, I wish I can go with you to WrestleMania.
We have a spare ticket if you want to come. You just need to get your
Okay,
flight.
that'd be nice.
That's what you touched on there. Actually, just going off topic slightly for a second, but with the states in America, I find it crazy. From like we have a very small country here in Ireland, but then when I look to America, different things are legal and illegal in different states, and that kind of just blows my mind. How you can just get on a plane or drive to another state and you could do something that you can't do in another state, or this is against the law here and it's not against the law somewhere else. I just find that crazy.
Right, right, right. It
Yeah.
is. You just don't really, you don't know how much freedom you have and what you can and what can you do here in the United States. And we are really fortunate to be able to have certain, not have certain rules like other
Hmm.
countries have. Yes,
Yeah.
we're really
So when
blessed.
when you're when you're hosting cases as well, can people from any state in America come onto the show?
Absolutely, absolutely. These are real cases that our
Yep.
producers get from the different courtrooms around the town, around the city, around the state. So these are real cases.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I know like even on Judge Judy's old show, they'd always have to say real cases and stuff like that. Is there still an element maybe of disbelief in some people watching the show that, oh, maybe this isn't real?
Yeah, you know, my friends and family always ask all the time, and yes, you know, you do get paid. It's real. You come on the show, you get paid. You know, if you win your case, and it's a different show from the last show. It was just about Judy and the
Mhm.
bailiff, but now she have a cast. She have a stenographer. She has a clerk, and we all pinned off each other, and it makes it a funner show.
Yeah,
And
I think it's
of course,
more. Yeah, it's more modernized as well, and I think like it had to, while she was setting up another show, it had to differentiate from the last show, and I think you've done a nice job on it. Especially, I like the part at the end of the case where Judy goes into the office and they discuss the case. I like that part.
yes, yeah, that's awesome. And she gets to talk with Sarah. They can go back and forth. And Sarah, she is a natural. She is amazing. It's just Judy's granddaughter. So they get
Yeah,
there and talk about the case, and it really brings it on home and make you understand it a little bit more what's happening.
you can, yeah, you can tell that Sarah has like got Judge Judy's head on her shoulder, so to speak, with that. Like she's just so intelligent as well.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah,
A few more months and she'll be done with law school.
really, yeah.
Yeah, she'll be finished
So
all up.
maybe when Judy decides to retire, then in maybe another 30 or 40 years, she'll have a replacement there.
No doubt. She's ready. Sarah's born ready.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
just on Judy for a second, for a woman of her age, and I'm not going to mention her age of a lady, but like like for her to go in at her age and do this kind of full on television, as you said, like 115 episodes in a season, that is crazy work. Like she must be an absolute workhorse to work with.
Yeah, she gets up in the morning. She's always in a good mood. She works out in the morning. And hey, she's been doing it for 25 years. And she say, I don't play ping pong. I don't play tennis. I don't, so she's going to keep going till however long she wants to go. She loves it. She knows, she says it. I know my lane. I stay in my lane. And she's always full of energy.
And when do you guys expect to have season 2 out? Or is it too early to say?
We're going to start taping in either July or August for season 2. As soon as Sarah graduates from college, and we're going to start season 2.
Yeah. So what do you do to fill your time between obviously recording a hectic schedule and then you have a bit of a gap?
Well, I'm still working. I still have security work to do. I have a small company that I runs in terms of security, and so I still am working. I'm still in security business, and I have a real estate, so I still do real estate. So, and then I'm always working. As long as you're in law enforcement, you always have a job. Yeah. Yes.
If someone came up to you and said, "I seen you on TV. I seen you in Judy Justice. Would you like to be in this TV show as an actor?" Would that be something that would interest you?
Most definitely. Most definitely. 2022, I just want to stay consistent, stay healthy, keep working, and let's see how this is going to go and how far it's going to go. But I'm ready. I'm thinking about that already.
Yeah, and you're in a good spot there over in California. There's probably plenty of opportunities there. So hopefully something comes along for you.
Yes, sir. Hopefully I'll be back. I'll be back with you if you have me back.
You're brilliant. So if you were to lay out your goals for this year, for 2022, what would they be?
Just stay healthy, stay positive, work with the foundation to help kids, because I'm always helping kids as a probation officer. Just get more involved with the helping the juveniles and taping more shows and seeing how we're going to do for 2022.
Yeah. And where can people follow you on social media? Do you have them offhand, or do you want me to just put them underneath the link of this video?
You put them under the link for me, but I do have them. It's at Twitter, it's KevinRasco. I have an Instagram, it's at KevinRascoOfficial, and then I have a Facebook, KevinRasco, also.
Excellent.
Yeah.
What we'll do is we'll hopefully, when season 2 is going to hit, we might come back and talk and see how you're fixed, and best of luck with everything in the future, man.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
Thanks so much.
Don't forget to watch us on Amazon, Imdbtv. New shows each day.
Thanks so much, Kevin.
All right. Thank you for having me, Marcus.
No problem.
All right.
I'll see you at WrestleMania.
Yes, sir. Let me know the dates, and I'll be there.
2 weeks' time.
2 weeks. Okay. Yes, sir.